Hi, I'm Jason Savoy.
And I'm Tamaya Bell. And this is the RMS Weekly Wrap-Up, where hype meets hope on a swag-out tip.
Get you some. Welcome to this week's edition of RMS Weekly Wrap-Up. We continue to have crazy weather here in the DMV, and it seems there is no end in sight.
Speaking of no end in sight, this past Sunday was Groundhog's Day.
Did he see his shadow? Will he have 6 more weeks of winter? Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, Punxsutawney Phil, seer of seers, prognosticator of prognosticator, was awakened from his winter nap at 7:28 by a huge crowd of his faithful followers. Phil looked to the sky and gazed around his stump. Then, speaking in Groundhogese, he directed President Bill Dealey to the proper scroll, which reads, "A Super Bowl winner I will not predict, but my weather forecast you cannot contradict." Why, that's not a football, but my shadow I see. It's 6 more weeks of winter. It must be!
Six more weeks.
6 more weeks of cold. Over the weekend, the Seahawks beat the Broncos 43-8 in Super Bowl 48. The game has been described as the most dominating defensive performance in the past 14 years. LOB, baby. The Seahawks were led to victory by Richmond VA native Russell Wilson, who was the second African-American QB to win a Super Bowl. In other sports news, the Washington Wizards are 500. Their record is 24-24.
Here at Forest Heights, a lot of exciting things are taking place.
That's right. The pre-K students just finished their quarter 2 testing and they made great gains.
On February 7th, they will be wearing pajamas to school and focus on reading activities all morning.
Yeah, I heard they will be treated to hot chocolate and donuts.
Hey Jason, did you know yesterday was the 100th day of school?
Yes, that's why so many students in grade pre-K through 2nd have been celebrating.
Speaking of celebrations, you know what month it is, Jason?
Yeah, Tamaya, it's Black History Month.
Here at RMS Weekly, we'll be highlighting great African Americans and their accomplishments.
Up next, we have Ariana Connolly with a spotlight on Maya Angelou.
Hi, I'm Ariana Connolly here with a reflection in Black history. Today, we will take a moment to learn more about Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is an African American writer and performer. She has 6 well-received autobiographical volumes, beginning with "I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings."
I know what the caged bird feels, me. When the sun is bright on the upland slopes, when the wind blows soft through the springing grass and the river floats like a sheet of glass, when the first bird sings and the first bud opes, and the faint perfume from its chalice steals, I know what the caged bird feels.
I'm joined by Ms. Stouffer, the chairperson for the Black History programs at Forest Heights. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome, Ariana.
Why do you feel it's important to celebrate Black history?
I think it's important to celebrate Black history, Ariana, for 2 reasons. One, I think it's important for us to remember all of the people and the events that's taken place throughout our history. And 2, I think it's important because we need to appreciate all the contributions that Black Americans have made to the history and the greatness of America.
What are some things students will be doing during Black History Month?
Okay, well, throughout the school, we'll have bulletin boards with a Black History theme, and the students will be interacting with those bulletin boards, as well as a scavenger hunt throughout the school. The students will also have a Black History movie day. They will also have, on the 13th of February, a Black History panel assembly, where we will have 3 notable Black figures to come in and talk with the students, and the students will have an opportunity to ask questions of those 3 people. We also have a living history museum that the students will be participating in, along with an evening assembly that will be taking place. On the last day of February, on the 28th, we will culminate Black History Month with the students and the staff dressing in African gear.
If you traveled back in time, what historical figure would you like to meet and what would you say?
Oh, that's a very good question, Ariana. I think I would like to meet Carter G. Woodson, and I would say thank you so much for your idea to have Negro History Week, which has led to Black History Month.
Thank you for your time. We here at RMS Weekly Wrap Up look forward to all of your exciting events to come. Back to Tamaya and Jason.
Wow, it sounds like there's some pretty good things planned for the month. I can't wait to see the Butler.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Living History Museum.
Thanks for joining us this week,
May you never lose hope.
and may you always dream big.
See you next week.